He set a new milestone. Alex Pereira managed to defend his championship 3 times within 175 days, which establishes a fresh benchmark for 3 title defenses in a year. This guy is always in action, staying incredibly active. What an intense fight it was! Hats off to Khalil Rountree, because everyone anticipated that he would get dominated. But he defied expectations, winning the first 2 rounds. He even knocked Alex down in the second round, landing heavy left hands throughout the fight while successfully avoiding Alex Pereira's notorious left hook. However, Alex switched to using his jab, and that became the critical weapon for his victory. He inflicted significant damage on Khalil Rountree's eye using that jab. And it's amazing to witness a light heavyweight bout where the jab was utilized so effectively and precisely, despite the fighter's opposing stances, which usually results in more hand fighting. Yet, Khalil Rountree wasn't really focused on hand trapping. He didn't try to block Alex's lead hand, leaving Alex's jab dominant throughout the match. Alex's left jab seemed as strong as any other fighter's power punches, with the force he put behind it. In the 4th round, Alex Pereira's performance against Khalil Rountree was arguably the best of his career. Slick defense, excellent use of the jab, sharp counterpunches with his right hand, and flawless combinations flowing together effortlessly as if he were in a video game. He truly reached a flow state during that round. Both fighters displayed remarkable durability. Khalil Rountree absorbed a tremendous number of headshots without being knocked down until the body strikes started landing. He took the same shots that knocked out Sean Strickland, Jamal Hill, and Yuri Prochazka, and even rocked Israel Adesanya. His chin was possibly the toughest Alex Pereira has ever faced, despite taking nearly 100 significant strikes to the head, many of which were power punches. It was the 2 body shots that ultimately did him in, followed by an uppercut to the head. Those body shots were the real game changers for Khalil Rountree. We have to give him credit. Even with a battered front leg, limited vision in one eye, and enduring huge blows, he kept fighting, constantly searching for the knockout. The resilience and toughness he showed were unbelievable. And then there's Alex's chin. This fight confirmed that Alex's chin at 205 pounds is much stronger than when he was at middleweight 185 pounds. At light heavyweight, he absorbed a full-force head kick from Khalil Rountree and walked right through it as if it were nothing. A kick like that might have knocked him out at middleweight, but at light heavyweight, he's rejuvenated, no longer drained from extreme weight cuts. What we're witnessing now is Alex Pereira at his peak, an even better version than the one who fought Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, and Bruno Silva. Khalil Rountree's performance was impressive too. He did better than Jamal Hill or Yuri Prochazka, not because he's necessarily better than them, but his style matched up well against Alex. The 2 fighters' durability was incredible. The only time Alex was in trouble was when he missed a high kick and got countered by Rountree, who often used this opportunity to land his hooks due to his shorter height and compact build. Every time Alex threw a high kick, Rountree was ready to duck underneath it and counter with a powerful hook. He even studied Alex's moves from previous fights, avoiding the tricky question mark kick and landing big hooks as counters. This shows that Alex's chin at light heavyweight is much sturdier than when he was at middleweight. Rountree, possibly the hardest hitter Alex has ever faced in the UFC, is the only light heavyweight to hurt him. Despite taking those hits, Alex still looked sharper than ever, and this fight was one of his best performances, outside of maybe his fight with Jan Blachowicz, where Jan, like Khalil, also won 2 rounds against Alex, unlike Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka. And this proves that we can no longer underestimate Khalil Rountree. Khalil was able to drop Alex, something those 2 fighters couldn't do. And this proves that we can no longer underestimate Khalil Rountree. Looking at Rountree's earlier fights, like those against Dustin Jacoby, whom Alex had knocked out in kickboxing, Ian Cusalaba, Johnny Walker, or Marcin Prachnio, he's clearly improved significantly since then. His composure and technique against Alex Pereira were much better, not as wild as his previous fights, which shows his growth. Even though Khalil Rountree might not be among the top 3 light heavyweights, his style works better against Alex Pereira than against fighters like Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka, mainly due to his speed and Muay Thai fundamentals. His speed was his main asset in this fight, allowing him to step outside and land left hands consistently. His game plan was basic, but effective, utilizing fundamental southpaw tactics with immense speed. In the early rounds, Alex struggled a bit with landing counterpunches because Khalil's speed made it difficult for him to find the right timing for his jab. However, Alex did much better when throwing three-punch combinations rather than two. His coaches advised him to increase the volume, and Alex's defense was primarily based on leaning away from Khalil's left hand. Rountree never wanted to push Alex too far back, as that would restrict his own ability to explode with powerful strikes. But once Khalil began to tire, Alex started to pressure him more, hunting for the knockout. In the finishing sequence, after wearing down Rountree's defenses, Alex unloaded to hooks to the body, especially a devastating liver shot, followed by an uppercut that sealed the fight. The body shot was the real difference maker, but it came after Rountree had already endured numerous precise right hands. Alex's defense, especially in the fourth round, was flawless, using head movement and positioning to evade Khalil's strikes. He would lean back from Rountree's punches, only to come back with precise counters. Despite Khalil absorbing these punches, Alex continued landing clean shots with pinpoint accuracy, never losing his rhythm. Rountree took those punches like a warrior, but couldn't withstand the body shots in the end. In conclusion, Alex Pereira showcased an incredible performance, while Khalil Rountree demonstrated immense toughness. This fight was one of the best light heavyweight contests in recent memory. Everyone was impressed with Khalil's performance in the first two rounds, but Alex ultimately proved why he's the best light heavyweight in the world. If Alex can defeat a strong wrestler next, his legacy as one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time will be cemented. The only question left is whether he can overcome a skilled grappler. That's the next fight we need to see, and if he wins, there will be no doubt about his greatness. After the end of this epic bout, there is no doubt that the performances of both Alex Pereira and Khalil Rountree will remain etched in the memories of combat sports fans. Pereira once again proved his technical superiority and immense power, but what's even more impressive is Rountree's resilience in standing up to Pereira's strikes, which had previously brought down other opponents in earlier rounds. However, an important question arises about the future of both fighters. For Alex Pereira, new challenges await him in the light heavyweight division. A showdown against a fighter like Magomed Ankalaev or a rematch with a champion like Jan Blachowicz could be the next exciting step in his career. If Pereira can improve his defensive skills against wrestlers, he will be extremely difficult to defeat, especially if he continues to capitalize on his overwhelming offensive power. As for Khalil Rountree, he has proven that he is not only capable of enduring the strongest opponents, but also delivering an outstanding performance in critical moments. This fight revealed new aspects of his style, as he has become more mature and strategic. His future could be brighter than many anticipated, and he may return with force to face top contenders once again. In the end, this fight will remain a lesson for all fighters about the importance of perseverance and resilience in combat, showing that victory is not only achieved through strength, but also through good planning, determination, and the ability to overcome challenges. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and found it to be truly informative, and if you're intrigued by the idea of seeing more epic fight analyzes and in-depth combat sports content, kindly don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and allow me a notification bell so you never miss out on the most incredible, thrilling fights, valuable expert insights, or even exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming next. I assure you, you won't want to miss what lies ahead.